Alright, welcome back. We are here for the final of the main Crystal Desert missions, which is Elona Reach. So, like the previous ones, we're going to run to the outpost first, then do the mission. Without further ado, we're going to get right to it. Also, side note, I love the Crystal Desert music. This was always my favorite zone when I first played. So my initial region I selected in Guild Wars 2 was the Crystal Desert. Then I transferred over to Ferguson's Crossing, because that's where my IRL friends went. And then went to Dragonbrand with a guild that I joined later. And then Tarnished Coast with another guild that I joined later. And then the merge happened. I guess the alliance system happened for, or the guild matchmaking for World v World happened, so servers no longer mattered. Which, of course, led me to claim the Fisher of Woe title for my title. But anyways, Elona Reach shouldn't be much of a run. Just going to be going to this teleporter here. I alluded to it earlier, you can also run to... if you picked up Destiny's Gorge where you're running to Thirsty River, you can run from there too. They'll have you fighting Lasaru instead, so maybe a bit more fighting. We ran into what, 4 or 5 Hydras? Depending on whether that one wants to aggro or not. Well, maybe it'll turn into 7. Yeah, it's gonna turn into 7. They just had to lumber on in here at the worst possible time, didn't they? Alright, let's see what we're dealing with. 1, 4, 2, 3. And done. And that takes us into Diviner's Ascent. We're going to sprint past these Devourers because we're close enough to the zone. And here we are. So at Diviner's Ascent, main goal is just to get to this teleporter here. And shouldn't be much of a run. Right, on to the teleporter. I'm leaving early because I know my heroes slash minions slash spirits will finish the job for me. When they're at like 10% and there isn't a monk in sight. Alright, we're gonna let them hold off the Jade Scarabs while I do this. Or 1, 3, 2. Oh, what a shame. I lost around 12 gold. Maybe 13, because I think it was closer to 78 than to 72. We're just going to sprint past these Sandrakes as well. No reason to fight them. Not that they're establishing that. Probably should have flagged him and forced him to run, but oh well. They'll just catch up thanks to Master Whispers sprinting them. Here we are, Elona Reach. Master Whispers can send me on his way one last time, and we'll be in. Alrighty. Elona Reach could potentially be the longest one here. I remember I actually used to run this mission, including the bonus back in the day. But not in hard mode. Hard mode didn't exist back then. So, this time, Ghostly Priest here, he's going to hand you a shard of the Vision Crystal. It'll be another bundle you're going to have to carry around. And your goal is to get to the Ghostly Hero by the gates over there. We aren't doing that yet. Instead, we are going to go dive over this direction, past these Dune Burrowers. So the new thing here is going to be these Splinter Mines. If you approach them, they will spawn a purple orb, and then after a few seconds will bleed and cripple anybody inside of the ward field that they leave underneath them. Not really that big of a problem. Just kind of be smart about where you stand. What we have to do is, while carrying the Vision Crystal, you run up to the Priest's bones here, and that'll summon the Ritual Priest. I don't remember if he actually needs to survive. Oh, let's kill it. It's not worth it. There we go. Yeah, he was... We'd need to kill everything he's fighting to get him to talk. But yeah, this will be the bonus, is there's 3 Ritual Priests. You just run the crystal up to their bones and call it a day. Oh, there's just a bunch of Minotaurs you have to run around. You can avoid a lot of them if you go across this bridge. So it's a move I highly recommend. And even then, if you end up aggroing them, you can choke point them and lock and body block them on that spot over there. Which I'm not too concerned about doing, but yeah, this Bone Fiend kind of demonstrated it for me, is you can just lock all of them in this one single spot. That Strength of Honor on me. I'm tempted to go to the locked chest, but I'm gonna just ignore it. We're just gonna sprint past these Doom Burrowers. Yeah, all you have to do is just take the Vision Crystal to the Ghostly Hero. There isn't really anything that threatens you on the way. Go ahead and walk around the Minotaur here. There we go. Now the game begins. We have 30 minutes to complete this mission, which honestly we'll probably complete it in like 10 to 15. So, first thing we're going to be... So what's going to happen is, in the other 2 Forgotten Camps, there's one to the south, one to the west. There's another Vision Crystal that we have to go retrieve. None of the enemies will actually enter this fortress, so if you can run around them, that's for the best. And for this first camp, I highly recommend running this way. For one, this is where the Ritual Priest is. His bones are out in this direction. And 2, you don't have to be choke pointed on the bridge. You can instead pull the enemies here at your leisure. So, we're going to pull this Sage here and his group of Arcanists. And we're going to fight him out here. Because the mobs up here do, especially these bosses, do creep down. And frankly, I don't want to deal with them. So if they were to pull now, I'd be more okay with it. Now we're going to pull the swords and custodian Janice over. As soon as I'm on a martial weapon at some point. Yep, here he comes, the throw dirt. The mudslinging has begun. Looks like the sage is looking to heal. Oh, too late. But we'll aggro his Arcanist buddies, so he comes running over anyways. Because I do not want to fight him and the Mesmer boss at the same, or the Monk boss at the same time. Dang it! It's the second time I've done that now. I did that in Dunes of Despair too. Also, I'm not fighting the Monk boss if I don't have to. As always, if I can skip a mob, I will choose to skip said mob. Just to save a little bit of time. Not that the minions there got the memo, but it's fine. There we go. Body block the warrior there. There's our second throw dirt. Splinter weapon is doing its job. So, quick warning, as soon as you pick up that vision crystal, ooh, scroll to the Fisher of Woe. Nice. As soon as you pick up this crystal, it does spawn extra enemies. So there's going to be some additional patrols that are going to be making their rounds. So yeah, here they come, the sword and the Arcanist here. This is one of the extras. Well, it looks like our blood song from ages ago is going to distract them. Not interested in trying to pull the monk boss, so I will keep my distance. And again, reminder that if you use your weapon, if you equip a weapon set, even the one you currently have, it drops the items. That's a very quick hotkey you can use. Looks like Livia got hit by a Splinter Mine. Or no, Master of Whispers did. And Zei Ri. Well, we kind of need you two to hustle. We're going to take out this group next and head towards Priest Hemnut. Ooh, Monstrous Fang, nice. It's two good drops. Alright, that's Priest Hemnut summoned. So that's 2 out of the 3. I was going to say, at the rate that Master of Whispers there isn't speeding me up, this is going to take a lot longer than 10 to 15. I've been missing my windows to run between all of these guys. There we go. Oh yeah, I forgot that the sages have restore life. That's another reason to target the monks first. They resurrect. Oh my god, you summoned a spirit rather than shout, you moron! Oh, we're just going to sneak through. I'm actually going to drop the vision crystal here and then be on my way. I don't really need a reason. I don't really have a reason to run it all the way up, and I would have preferred to avoid it, but Livia and Zei Ri were thick-headed and spawned an extra mob on us. Oops, wrong button. this point, I'm gonna summon the Legionnaire and deal with them. Sage first, because I'm tired of them healing. There we go. Okay, how about we get away from the Splinter Mine, please? Livia. Brought that death on yourselves. Great, now you got a double death penalty on us. You were again the last one to run. They have single-handedly extended this mission by like 2 minutes at this point. Although, them all gathering up certainly sped this part up a little bit. There we go. So this one, again, sneak in through the back. It's just not worth the direct route. They put the boss out in front. Great place for intimidation, but bad for actual defense. Oh, Sage, I didn't see it. I didn't see you. Alright, so make our way through here. Hopefully this time they don't dawdle again and get splinter mined. Livia every single time, oh my god. You have been a terrible asset to this. Alright, so we're gonna kill them, the Necro boss in the back here again. There we go. And we're going to pick up the crystal and run to the ritual priest. As long as you're quick, you don't have to deal with that entire mob that you see over there. Instead, you just have to deal with this group. Maybe. They may just let me by. We take those, I guess. Oh, the one sword had to scout. And Zei Ri is going to pull him. Wonderful. But as long as this summons the priest and gets the bonus, I do not care. Zei Ri can die at this point. He has outlived his usefulness. At this point, I just need the Master of Whispers. Because now we are going to make our run back. So again, you can choose to either sprint through, or you can fight. I'm going to be kind of doing a mixture of both here. I'm going to flag everyone here. So I'm going to flag them by that first vision crystal, and then I will be on my way. Master of Whispers can come join me. There we go. One crystal returned. Now we go return the other. Just as promised, done in 10 to 15 minutes. Easy win. Ritual is almost complete. Looks complete to me. There we go. And with that, we are back at Augury Rock. At this point, Augury Rock does turn into a mission outpost, if you have not already been here before. And that will be the mission we go to next. So, hope these have been helpful as always, and we'll see you for the next one.